My people, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Episode Gates, no 10, guys. Here we go. Dave's RC will tell the line here, guys. Episode 10. Glad you guys could be here. Jeff's Custom, what's going on, man? Lee Davidson, how's it going, guys? The Craft King in the house. Barry G, Love RC. How you guys doing, man? Brian Chambers also in here. And my man, Eric Rogers, of course. Of course. My lead moderator. How's everybody doing, man? I just got back off vacation. And I tell you what, man, I had a golden opportunity to fly that F-86 on the beach. And unfortunately, guys, you'll see in the video tomorrow that I make, the fog was so thick. I honestly, when I was filming it, the HD camera in my phone, it's a 4K camera, and it was actually penetrating that fog better than the human eye could. So when you're looking at the video through the camera, when you're watching the video tomorrow, just know that the camera is actually looking through that fog better than the human eye can. So the fog was actually thicker to the human eye than it was to the camera. In the video, you'll see the pier off in the distance. The camera is picking up the pier just fine, but to the naked eye, we couldn't see the pier. We could not see the pier. It's amazing what this camera is capable of doing. Also, this camera has a capability when it's dark or it's just getting dark, it has a way of taking that ambient light and brightening it. So when it looks dark out to you and I, or Kyle, or anyone else out at the flying field, the camera actually makes it look like it's still light out, which is crazy. It's just a good quality camera. That's why I bought that phone, because I knew I wanted to do 4K videos, 1080p videos for my channel. We need to turn off the auto updates on your computer, Bab. Yeah, I know. It hit me just like that, man. As soon as I got on, it was like, screw you, Dave. We're doing it. You have no choice. You've ignored me long enough. I kept saying, I'll do it later, do it later, do it later. This time it was like, nah, we're not having it. I hate when computers decide something for me. Like, it's almost like they're starting to take over already. It's only a matter of time, guys. Terminator. The Terminator is real. He's real. Been working on the F-16 really hard. I know, Jeff, man. You know what, man? The undercarriage of that thing and the process when you were doing the retracts, painting them and everything, you have a really good touch, a really nice touch with that airbrush. You can really tell that you've had some practice with it, and you and Boozer both. Captain Photon in the house. What's up, Ricky? How you doing, man? You guys, vacation was awesome, man. I mean, we didn't leave the state. We wanted to go to Florida. We wanted to do, other things. But I tell you what, man, they don't call Maine vacation land for nothing. I mean, Papa Boozer was just up here. He was up here. He was just up here using us for our lobster, though. So, and to get a video with this sexiness right here, he was using me. Maiden. What does it say? Tomorrow, Maiden. Fly the Walkable F-18 and see a brand new, not yet released bird for tomorrow's show. Ryan, what's the deal on that? Is that for everyone, or is that something that you're asking me? You put free in a sentence with me, and I'll fly all these planes in one day. Oh, okay. All right. So that's everyone. You guys scroll back up and check out that comment that Ryan just left. Scroll back up if you didn't see it. Go back up there and check that out. I don't have an F-18, unfortunately. But I do have the other ones. Do you have to fly all of them, Ryan, or just one? Just one of those? Or do you have to fly You have to have all of them to fly them. Oh, that's tomorrow's jobs. Okay. All right, so that's what Ryan's up to. Okay. Ryan, what's going on, man? Love you, bro. Welcome to episode 10 of Toe the Line, man. We're moving right along here, man. I actually, I wasn't quite sure if I was on 10 yet. I had to actually, what up? I actually had to go back in my history on my videos and see what the last episode was. I wasn't sure. I was like, did we do episode 9? Like, I got a really bad memory. You guys, most of you guys know the PTSD. It really does affect your memory, short-term memory, as a matter of fact. Eric can vouch for me on that one, and so can Delaware. And I wasn't sure, so I looked back and it was episode 9. Yeah, dude, it does suck, Eric. It sucks so bad, man. And I was having a little bit of an episode while we were on vacation, and I'm like, no, not now, not now. All I wanted to do was maiden that F-86 on the beach and send the footage to In the Tube Deep out in the West Coast and have him merge our videos together with an East Coast and a West Coast flight. That's all I wanted. And I'll be damned if the fog on the very last day, I had all the beach in the world for a runway, you guys. I had miles of beach. Nobody was out there because it was foggy. The problem is there's no nav lights on the F-86, and if there had been navigation lights on the F-86 or some type of a bright light showing me front to back or front from back, I would have done it. But I had no nav lights out there. I actually ran home, which is, a good 20, 30-minute drive from where we were on vacation, just to go grab the F-86 so that I could get that flight. JG, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Get the FMS Skytrainer light set. Ryan, I'm going to write that down because, like I just said, my memory is like turtle poop. Hannah? Kyle? Can one of you guys grab me a pen, please? I don't know where mine is. A sticky note too, or one of the note cards, please, as well. Thank you. I'm gonna get myself some more light here, you guys. Thank you, baby. And a notey card, like one of those little note cards or whatever. I did have a green one sitting in here. Oh, no, I'm gonna knock this shit over. So yeah, vacation was good, you guys. Even though, like I said, thank you, baby. Oh, thank you so much. So what do we say? Thank you, Ryan. I made this myself. You like it? It's my new design. It's one of my favorites. So let me tell you something about this shirt. It's actually Kyle's, but for some reason, my wife keeps putting it in my pile. And then sometimes I'll sneak and wear it. And Kyle will look over at me and be like, hey, that's my shirt. Whoa. Okay. I'm taking it off, folding it back up, putting it in his pile. But he didn't say anything today, so I was actually kind of glad. Let me see what that says. So we'll get the FMS Skytrainer lights. So FMS Skytrainer light set. That's the one thing that the Intruder, the F-86 is in my truck because we were going to go maiden it tonight. I was waiting for some company. We had some company over, my brand new nephew. He is the first nephew since, he's the first baby in the family since my children were babies. And Kyle's 13 now. My daughter's 17. Somebody's blasting off fireworks outside. Oh, that sounds nice. That's a good one. Maybe not. That was weak. That was actually pretty weak. But anyways, so my nephew was over here today, my little baby nephew, our brand new baby to the family. He's the only one. And I absolutely love him to death. He is, it's just so nice to have another baby in the family. I always joke with my wife, hey, you want to have another one? You want to have another one? Obviously, the answer is no. We know how hard it was to bring up these two. And being young parents, you know, we actually have some pretty darn good kids, man. We have some pretty darn good kids. I think raising them as young as we were, you know, I was 22 or 23, and she was what, 19 or 20. So we were still kind of kids ourselves, raising kids, so we could relate with them on a different level than what my parents related with me on. And I think that actually that benefited us quite a bit. It benefited us more than it hurt us. My daughter today, she was like, "Oh, my friends just asked me if I wanted to go hang out." She's 17 years old. You know, she's grown. I've never been like a no dad. I let them do things that normally my parents wouldn't let me do. And it's my strategy, and it's worked out to this point, because go and subject yourself to what other kids your age are doing, and then you're going to see it's nothing glamorous. There's nothing spectacular about it. And it worked. It actually worked. So today she's standing there. Her friends offered her to go over. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to invite a couple of boys over, and we're going to hang out at my house." And my daughter's like, "I don't want to do that." She says, "I know what those boys are up to. They're only out for one thing." She says, "I'm all set. I'm going to stay right here." I was like, "You have to be kidding me." I mean, this is coming from a 17-year-old girl, you guys. She would rather stay home and stay out of trouble rather than go somewhere where she's going to put herself in a situation that she might, you know, regret. And she made that decision on her own. We didn't have to say anything to her. But after she said that, it made me so proud to know that as young as we were raising those babies, we brought them up to have that mentality. So I've never been a no dad. Go ahead, try it. You'll find out for yourself that it's no big deal. There's nothing glamorous about it. We always tell her you don't want to grow up too fast. You don't want to grow up too fast. She has a boyfriend right now, and we do allow him to stay the night, but we got the door open. He sleeps on the damn floor. You know, we have rules, and she's been good about it. She does what she has to do. She never wants to disappoint us. Kyle, on the other hand, well, he's where he is all the time if he's not at school or at football practice. He's playing his video games with his friends online, and that's his thing. That's his deal. That's what he does. That's what he likes to do. He doesn't like to be bothered. He doesn't like to hang out with the kids in the neighborhood, not for any particular reason. He just likes to stay to himself. And I mean, what can you say? What can you say? What's up? What did we say here? The kid is good. He's at the races this weekend, racing my bike, trailer and truck. Not worried at all. See, Lee? Yeah, exactly. There you go. You subject your kids to things moderately, and let them understand it from their point of view. And you know, like I tell my kids all the time, me and Mom, we don't have a lot of friends. We don't have a lot of friends because every time we've had friends in the past, they usually do something to screw us over. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but it just seems that that's the luck that Hannah and I have had with friends in the past. Something happens, and it's either, you know, screwing us over financially, screwing us over mentally, taking advantage of us. When there's no reason for anyone to take advantage of us, we will give you anything and everything that you need. We're the most giving people that I know, for sure. So we give people no reason to take advantage of us, but yet they seem to find a way to do so. So the kids have all grown up seeing that Hannah and I, we don't have a lot of foot traffic in and out of here. The only people that come over here are family mostly. Delaware, how you doing, buddy? I just saw you pop in here. So I haven't been, like my point is, I haven't been a no dad. My parents were all no. And what did that do to me? What did that do to me psychologically? It made me want to do it more. Well, if they're so adamant about me not doing it, it's got to be fun, or it's got to be something that I'm going to get in trouble doing, which, you know, that's the way a kid's mind thinks. And I think that we did right. We did what we had to do as parents to make us feel comfortable anyway. And we never subjected them to the word no very often. You say no, 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 and then when they become 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, no means nothing anymore. That word has no value whatsoever. You tell them no, that doesn't mean nothing to them at all. If we say no to them now, they're like, well, if they're saying no, then there's probably a reason for that. And it gets their little brains thinking, and then, you know, they stay out of trouble. They're good kids. I couldn't ask for better children. And I'm not saying that that's the way you guys have to raise your kids. That's just the way I raised our kids, and Hannah raised our kids. And for young parents with very little money, very little resources at the time, my dad was always well off, very well off. I never liked to ask him for much. I always wanted to show him that I could do it without his help. So I never really asked my dad for too much help growing up. Not that he didn't offer it and do things on his own. That's different. But asking him for stuff or money or favors, even when I really, really desperately needed it, you guys, when we were in a hole, me and Hannah, we were, you know, strapped and we had nothing. We just paid rent. We had no money left. You got to buy formula. You got to buy diapers. My mom and dad were always quick to say, you know, do you have these things? You know, yeah, we could use a little bit of help with that. And then most of the time we didn't never have to ask. They would just come over. They'd have stuff for the kids, you know. But yeah, guys, enough of that. How's everybody doing out there? I see Delaware's just come in. Delaware, how you doing, man? I hope you're feeling better. I was just talking to you the other day. You were having some issues with the PTSD thing. I told you could call me anytime, and I'll talk to you anytime, man. Anytime. Any of you guys here that suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, if you ever need anyone to talk to, get my phone number from Eric. Trust me, guys, I'm here for you. I'm here to talk to you whenever you need it. Not to mention, it would kind of help me as well. So, Roy, I know paving can be very stressful. I know your PTSD has got to be through the roof, working around that hot tar all day. So if you ever need anybody to talk to, bro. Oh, Roy, I love you, bro. I love you, man. Love you. Most of you guys have my phone number. Most of you guys that are in here have my phone number. If you have my phone number, that's because I trust you. I'm not giving it to Ryan, though, because he's going to put me on that little special thing there where he's going to call me during his show. I have a feeling if he had my number, Johnny on the spot, is that what it is? He's going to Johnny on the spot me. No, Roy, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just messing with you, man. Hey, man, paving sucks, especially during this. That's a job that you can really only do during the summer. That's not a fun job, man. I see those guys when I'm driving by them. I go by the flaggers, and then I'm seeing the guys that are paving. They got black marks from their hat line all the way down to their ankles where their socks come up. They're black. They're sweating. They got tar boogers in their eyes. I mean, their teeth are stained black. They're breathing in all that shit throughout the day. I mean, that can't be good for you. If I was doing a job like that, I think I'd wear like a respirator or something like that. I wouldn't want to be breathing in the fumes from that stuff. Not to mention you got to squirt diesel fuel all over the place, or kerosene, whatever's in that, to make the stuff not stick. You got to spray it on the shovels and shit like that. Am I right, Roy? Is that what it is? It is. It's like diesel fuel or like kerosene, right? That you guys spray on all the metal so that it doesn't stick to it. Admiral Photon. Hey, Boozer, come on. He gets no more promotions for Ricky. No more promotions. He just got promoted to captain. Jesus, man, this guy's moving up in rank faster than my dad did. Holy shit. Oh, man. Not that you don't deserve it, Ricky. You definitely deserve it. A little fast, though. It's a little fast. Oh, okay. See, okay. So, so you don't do the black tar stuff, Roy. You do concrete paving, which is just as hard. Which is just as hard. Because if it's concrete paving, then I've done plenty of that as a carpenter in my life. Hot racking. Ryan does it all, man. I was just watching a show. I think it was last weekend or it was the weekend before. Ryan's like the jack of all trades, man. He's like the jack. He's like the jack of all trades, the master of none. He's like, there's so many different things that he does. He was telling us last week how he made suggestions to the company that he works for, that they would do stuff that they normally don't do, and they allowed him to do it. And that's initiative, that's drive, that's leadership, that's taking personal risk, that's personal selfless service. I mean, everything that he learned in the military as far as what he's supposed to be achieving as a human being, as an adult in society. Crushing it, bro. I admire people like that, man. I admire people like Roy, who sit out in the sun all damn day and pave. Mary Boozer, who sits out in the sun all day and flies planes. No, I love all you guys, man. But that's cool, man. Ryan, that's some next level shit, man. Delaware, also a hard worker. I've spoke to him in private. And Eric is Eric's a hard worker too. I mean, Eric, did you ever get that job, man? I know you were looking for a job. Did you ever get it? I hope you did, man. I hope you found something good for yourself. Yeah, I know. Delaware. Yeah, I know. That's what I was just talking about. He and then he came down with some type of a virus, like a cold virus, or he said he was stuffed up. He wasn't feeling good. He was sick or something like that. I could go back and read the message, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So on top of that, he also was dealing with some ailments. No, there's Mary Boozer. There's no such thing as flying too much, bro. No, I mean, I actually, I have all the time in the world with what I do. No, yeah, okay. So yeah, breaking silence. I have the F-15, the Stinger 90, the Avani, and one more out in the living room. And the reason for that is because I had to move them to get to the Saber that was hanging on the wall, and we're gonna go maiden that tomorrow. So in the midst of sending out packages last month and the month before that, I want to be straight up with you, because that's the type of person that I am. That's the type of person that I am. Delaware and Breaking Silence. Breaking Silence, I thought I sent your package out, and I didn't. Delaware, you know that I haven't done yours, but I have them ready to go, and they will be sent out as soon as possible. Breaking Silence, I feel real bad that I'm telling you this. I thought yours was sent out, and I didn't. It was a complete mistake. It was my fault, my lack of memory, my bad. But they are ready to go. They are ready to be sent out, and I will send them out ASAP. We just got back off of vacation yesterday, and I really just haven't had time to do too much. I will make sure that they get sent out before this weekend is over. That's my promise to you guys. I promise you that will be done. And then also, I don't know if he's in here right now, but what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. Red Wolf RC has 2 shirts, and I have them ready to go as well. But I have not gotten an address from him. So Red Wolf, if you watch this on the replay or you're in here right now, I need that address, man. I send it to my email. Ocean, have a beautiful night. No hurry on the path. Yeah, see, Delaware, that's what you told me to last time. But at the same time, I do feel bad. I mean, I'm responsible for sending those damn things out to you guys after you win them. This has just been one of those months, you guys. It's just one of those months. Dude, there's no funner place than the ocean, you guys. I mean, during the summer, the waves crashing, you're sitting on the beach with your wife, just you two, enjoying the sounds and the sights, breathing that salt air in. There's something hypnotic about it. Yeah, no, Trent, we stay out of the water. We don't go in the water here. We just had a great white show up. Boy, where did she show me that? Was on Facebook or yeah, I think it was on Facebook. Down in York, Maine, which is about 30 miles south of us. There was a great white underneath a fishing boat, just circling his boat. He wasn't trying to go after humans, I don't think. Well, who the hell knows what a great white wants to do? I mean, yeah, no, I don't know that. No, I take that back. Yeah, that's Jaws, Jeff. That's freaking Jaws. A great white. That is Jaws, except it's not a mechanical one like on the television show. This is actually a live great white. Look it up. It's on Facebook, you guys. You guys might be able to pop that video up. Say great white shark in Maine, spotted in Maine, and it should bring that video right up. Oh my God, this thing was massive, guys. It had to have been at least 15 to 16 feet long. It was bigger than the boat, for Christ's sakes. And this thing's just sitting there swimming underneath the boat. He's waiting for scraps is what he's doing, or a leg or an arm or a child. I don't know. Who knows? A seal. I don't know. Probably something that he can fit in his mouth for sure. Yeah. Yeah, pretty scary stuff, man. We're not used to seeing great whites up here, but the fact of the matter is the climate's getting warmer. The water's getting warmer up here during the summer, and all the bait fish and the striped bass and the bluefish, they're all being able to go further and further up north, all the way up into Canada because of the warm waters during the summer. It's just the fact. That's the fact. Whether it's global warming or whether it's Ryan leaving his stove on all night long, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but the earth is warming. They say that this happens by itself anyways, but who knows? All I know is now that the water is getting warmer up here during the summers, it's global heartwarming. Oh, Ryan. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. That is sweet. That is so sweet. No, that's awesome. Anyways, we got great whites in Maine. That's all I know. We typically don't have great whites up here. We do have bull sharks, sand sharks, spinner sharks. We definitely have the whales that come through here, like the humpback whales will come through down the southern coast. But for a great white to be this far up north, it's kind of unheard of. Yeah, you're not going to find better lobster anywhere else on the planet. You will not find better lobster on this planet than you will find in Maine. Maine lobster are by far some of the cleanest, most delicious lobsters that you will ever have a privilege of eating if you like lobster. I'm not a huge seafood fan, but I do like clams. I like shrimp, fish and chips, like old school stuff. When you've lived in Maine as long as I have, lobster's like going to the ballpark and eating a hot dog. That's just the way it is. When you guys are paying $20 and $30 a pound for a lobster, I can just go down, throw a trap in the water, and catch 4 or 5 of them. Yes, that would be illegal, but you can still do it. You can still do it. And the crazy thing about lobster is that they're year-round. The fish disappear. Like, there are no fish on the East Coast in Maine during the wintertime. It's just too cold. They go out to deeper water down off Georgia's Banks, kind of like where the Andrea Gale sank in that movie, The Perfect Storm. Right out there on Georgia's Banks. They all go out that way and get into the warm ocean current, the current that's there, the Atlantic current there, North Atlantic current. They actually no fish, but you throw a trap in the water, you can catch lobsters all year long. They don't care if it's cold. They make a living on the cold. But yeah, lobster got kind of boring early on. just you eat so much of it, and it's just like, damn, man, that's just. Not to mention, sometimes you can get a lobster that doesn't taste quite right, guys, and you know when you get one, it'll have a funky taste to it, and I think it's the mercury in the water. That's what I think. That's my personal opinion. I think when you eat a piece of fish or seafood that's fresh caught, and it has that funny taste to it, I'm honestly blaming it on the mercury levels in the water. That's just my opinion, and that's not fact. That's not fact at all. What do you say? Somebody from the podcast just sent me a message. Hold on. What does that say? Awesome, Delaware. Awesome, man. That was Delaware, you guys. Delaware, I appreciate it, man. Yes, definitely. Please, definitely send me some pictures, man. If you catch something wicked awesome, man, just send me some pictures. That would be cool. I'll throw them up in the next video or something. Yeah, I'll throw them up in my next video or whatever. Eric, I was actually in the middle of watching your video, your last video, when I had to start the podcast, so I'll finish that later. But your taillights on your truck, man, I know you just got those for your birthday. They look sick, bro. They look sick. Absolutely sick. I love those taillights. Once I pay off my Jeep, I'll probably do some cool stuff like that to it as well. Could just be because that shit's nasty. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, that could be. That could be. Ryan, you don't eat seafood. I'm kind of taking that. You can't catching that vibe from you right now. Boozer, how about you come up here and help me fly it? I'm scared of it. It's the 8S version, man, and that Stinger 90 on 8S, that kind of scared me, guys. That kind of scared me. That was pretty fast, and I only had it about half throttle. It was pretty nerve-wracking. Not that I was afraid of crashing it, but I was afraid of it losing control. Like if I was to pin the throttle, and then there would be so much force being forced onto those servos on the elevators and on the ailerons that it might have caused it to lock up and maybe crash into a house or something. That's the only thing that I fear when I fly RC airplanes. The only thing I fear is the things that you should be fearful of. I'm not fearful of crashing a plane. I could care less if I crash any of these planes. I'll just get a new one. I'm afraid of crashing it into someone, something, an animal, something like that. That's what I'm afraid of. And that's why I believe that all of these planes that you fly around, I honestly believe that if they don't have navigation lights on them, guys, I think honestly that you should put navigation lights on them. I wouldn't have had to end the intruder flight so quickly. The last one that I did, I wouldn't have had to have ended it when I did, if I had nav lights on. Because I've flown that L39 back there. I've flown that when it's pretty dark out, and the navigation lights on that L39 are pretty bright, man. They're actually really impressive. That and the Avani, they have some really nice lights, and you can see them from a ways away. I don't even need my glasses. So, yeah, guys, I get real nervous flying a plane with no lights on it. I know that the Sabre and the Intruder were some of the first planes that came out for free wing. They're a couple of their originals, but they deserve not just orientation purposes, but for safety purposes too. They deserve to have navigation lights on them. And now that I have a Target FMS Skytrainer light set, I think that I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, Boozer, you said you had some stuff going on. You said you had some stuff planned for this week. I don't know if you mentioned what you were going to be doing. You said it was going to be cool though. Any sneak peeks on words that you can give us, like what it is, what you're going to be flying? I know that you have an HSD F-16. I know that's coming pretty soon. Ruffins, yes. Fly, crash, glue, repeat. That is so it. That's it. That is it. I mean, that's exactly what it is. Unless there's a freaking hunter in the woods, and then he doesn't allow you to have anything to glue back together. Yeah. So it got pretty late. I was sitting here all day. We had, relatives come over with the nephew. And this is what I was getting at this in the beginning. So my family came over. We were hanging out with them. And then a friend of mine called. Apparently he was riding in the car with someone last night. Got pulled over for a third light. His third light on his brake lights was out, which is kind of a really stupid thing to pull somebody over for, but they will. I mean, if it's there, it has to be working. That's the law. And apparently his friend was up to no good. The guy who was giving him a ride was up to no good. May have had some things that he wasn't supposed to have that are not tolerated by the state of Maine. And both of them got thrown in jail. And you're guilty by association up here as well. That's another thing that they do up here. So, yeah, he bailed himself out. I had to go pick him up and give him a ride to go pick up his clothes. And then I had to take him to the police station to go grab his effects. We didn't have time to fly the F-86 tonight. But I promise you guys, tomorrow morning, I will have a video out on the F-86. I'm going to go out first thing in the morning with Kyle. Tyler's, might as well just go pick up Tyler too. I'm sure we fly the little F-86, right? And then we fly the big F-86. That makes for a good show. Then you get to see both of them. But, so yeah, I kind of got indisposed at the end of the night here, guys. I kind of got caught up in helping some friends out. And I do it a lot. I help people out, unfortunately, a little too much because typically I don't get the same type of treatment back, usually. I don't think that it's done on purpose. I think maybe it's just that's just the way some people are, But yes, we're going to go out and we're going to fly the F-86 tomorrow morning. It's all ready to go. I got 3 batteries charged for it. I don't know if I'll fly all 3. Depends on how the first flight goes. Ryan, while I have you in here, okay, so I'm going to draw you a picture real quick of the battery bay in the F-86, okay? So the front of the plane comes down like this. That's the nose of the plane. And then here's the battery tray right here. And then this is where I'm drawing this little thing. That's where the ESC sits, okay? You'll see it right here, okay? So look right here. This is the front of the Sabre. That's where the ESC is, and that's the little wooden piece holding the ESC down. I want to move the battery so that it's back touching that, or do I want the battery to go up and over that and sit further back? Halfway over the ESC. Boom. That's all I needed to know. Thank you, Ryan. You actually read my mind. Because what happens is when you go up over the ESC, it raises the battery up. Now, the 4500, 45C, 4500, the new ones, the flatter packs that Motion RC has, the lid will shut. But with the bigger 4000s that I have, they're a little thicker but shorter. It seems like I'm going to have to maybe carve out a little bit of foam in order for that to set down properly. So we'll see. But yes, thank you, Ryan. Ryan, I appreciate that. You are like just a sponge of information that everyone in this room, including myself, Mary Boozer, even Jeff, some of the better pilots in here, we can all benefit from. So if I ever have a question on something, I typically like to go to Ryan with it because Ryan's flown just about every single plane that I have. Actually, Ryan has flown every single plane that I have in here. I don't know if he's flown the Sky Sword or one of these big beast planes, but I know he's flown the majority of the planes that I have in here. He has himself or has flown himself before. So He's a good source of information. I tell you who another source of information, a good source of information is, guys, is Fireblade. Fireblade he's a pretty damn good pilot himself. He's a good information hub as well. If you guys don't know Fireblade, he's in here right now. Fireblade, introduce yourself. You probably know everybody in here anyways. But if you ever have a question on something and you guys can't get a hold of, you know, the usual suspects, by all means, hit Fireblade up. If he trusts you enough, he will give you his email address, for sure. Oh shit, that's right, Fireblade. I gotta send you a Dave's RC. You see, this is what it is, guys. I think I take on too much at one time, and then things get scattered around, information in my head. Fireblade, you're supposed to be getting a shirt too, and so is Ryan. Ryan, I owe you a shirt as well. Mary Boozer made it really easy on me because his dad came through. That was pretty simple. No postage needed. Did you end up getting your shirt, Mary Boozer? I don't reckon I have seen you wear your shirt yet. Oh, Papa's not back. Oh, he isn't back yet. Oh, no kidding. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully he gets back soon. That way you can start rocking that Dave's RC shirt. Yeah, it should fit too. I think I gave you the extra large, which is, we have an XXL too, but you would have been swimming in the XXL. I mean, that's a pretty big shirt. But I got to send one out to Ryan. I got to send one out to Fireblade. I got to send yours out first, man. Fireblade, you have my email address. Send me your address. Yeah, I know, Fireblade. You know, I should be hitting you up a lot more than what I do, man. I just get so involved in what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. And I just forget that, you know, there are some decent people out there that I can, Roy, I know. That's because I accidentally sent you Captain Blah's shirt. I looked and I'm like, where's Captain Blah's shirt at, man? These are supposed to be going to Captain Blah. Yeah, and I seen Roy with his shirt, and he's got it on his table, and it looks like a damn tablecloth. It's so big. That was the XXX shirt that I got for Captain Blah's. And yeah, I'm actually sent the wrong shirt out to him. So I got to send him a new shirt as well. Yeah, and I said, yeah, some skinny old white dude got Captain Blah's. Yeah, Captain Blah's got some skinny old white dude shirt. Who's that skinny old white dude, Eric? Oh, man. Hey, Roy, you actually, at least you made use of it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a flag. That's what it's a, what do they call those? An air sock? Is that what they're called? The things that you put out at the airfield, the flying field, when you checking for wind direction and stuff. That's what you got to do. Hang it up like one of them. That's funny. Fireblade, if you could, please, just send me your email or send me your address one more time to my email that I gave you, and I'll send it out tomorrow with the rest of the stuff that I got to send out. Man, that kind of bums me out. I wanted you guys to have your stuff already. Breaking Silence, I feel the worst for. He won that plane 3 freaking months ago, you guys, and I just keep overlooking it. And it's actually going to be one of the cheaper ones to send out because he's on the forward side of the Mississippi, so it's actually not even going to cost that much for me to send it out. I did the same thing with someone else too. One of the other subscribers on the channel, I sent him the old 64 millimeter Saber. And that thing was in the back of the truck for I don't know how long, and I didn't realize that it was there. And sure enough, man, I went there looking in the back of the truck one day, and I'm like, I was already supposed to have sent that out. So yeah, guys, I do apologize on that. I really do need help. I really do need help with this channel, you guys. It's just me. Like I said, it's just me. My wife helps out with filming sometimes. Kyle helps out with filming sometimes, but I really could use some help with like shipping stuff and the computer side of it, you know, the tech side of it. I'm not very computer savvy. So I could, you know, I wish Eric lived right next door. That's what I wish. I need to move Eric and his family to Maine and move them in right next door. Yes, sir. Thank goodness it's Friday, he says, guys. Yeah. Yeah, thank goodness it is Friday, because Fridays I take my wife out. I told her I was only going to run the stream for about 45 minutes, and that's where we're at now. But there's still a few of you guys in here. I don't want to take the time away from you guys. You guys seem like you're having fun in the chat. I love Captain Blas, Breckenroy. I love Captain Blas. He's my kind of dude, man. That's like, if I was going out looking for like a friend that I wanted to hang out with on a daily basis, that's the type of personality I'm looking for. Something like Captain Blas. Yeah, that's he just has one of those personalities where he can get along with anyone and everyone. And when you have a brother like Robert, I mean, does that make you humble? Because Robert, he's very, very, very picky, and he's like, hey, film me. You film me. You film me. I love it when he barks out the orders, man. It sounds so aggressive, but I'm sure it's not. I'm sure they've spoken to that way to each other for many, many moons. But it's just it makes for good television. It makes for good TV. It's funny as shit. You film me. You film me now. Hey, stop it with the zooming. Stop it with the zooming. Oh man. And unfortunately, when Kyle saw one of those videos, he saw what Captain Blas was doing to Robert with the zooming in on his nose and like getting like right up his nostril and stuff. And then Kyle started doing it to me, and I was like, is that because you saw that on the Pilot Roberts? Is that why you're doing that? And he's like, no, yeah, okay, whatever. But I tell you what, for a 13-year-old boy, man, that kid can film. That kid can film these planes, you guys. He's been doing it since he was 9 or 10 years old. He's been doing it for me. And I tell you what, I have not found someone better. I've had a lot of people that go out with me and say they can do it, and then when they get it, Red Wolf, there you are. Anyways, I've had a lot of people go out and say, oh man, I went to film school and da, and then we get out there, man, and it is probably one of the worst videos that I've ever had, and sometimes I won't even put it up as a video on the channel because it's so bad. People, yeah, Ryan, exactly. It's so funny to hear these guys, man. Oh, I took film school. Yeah, well, you weren't filming a plane going 80, 90, 100 miles an hour across the sky either. Oh, they don't go that fast, do they? It's only the battery. Yeah, man, these are high discharge batteries, though. I mean, these batteries, if you touch the red wire and the black wire together and you pinch them together with your fingers, you are going to get a zap that you will never forget. It might burn you. It actually might burn you. But yes, it's definitely harder than it looks. Kyle, he's gotten really good at it. He even knows how to zoom in. He knows when to zoom in on the plane and when to zoom back out. That's not an easy thing to do. For most of you guys that have been in this hobby for a while, you guys know it's not an easy thing to film. It's really not. It's just not. Red Wolf, I need your address, bro. It still has not come across. It still has not come across. I don't know another way that we can do this. I don't know if maybe my email address is just rejecting your emails. I have no idea what's going on, Red Wolf, but I have not gotten an email from you with your address yet. And I have your shirts ready to go. They're sitting right over here. They're ready to go, ready to be sent. I just need an address to put on that package, brother. Man, I'm sitting here and I'm trying not to think about breaking silence in his package. And it's bugging me. It's really bugging me to the point where I feel bad. I really, really feel bad about it not going out yet. He should have had that months ago. Yeah, I feel bad. I honestly feel bad. I think I'm gonna open up the box and throw a T-shirt in there for him, just because he's had to wait so long. Yeah, I definitely don't like doing that. What was that? Captain Photon's out of the house. He's out of here. Captain Photon, man. Hey, man, thanks for coming in. I appreciate your time. As always, brother. Thank you so much. Come on now. Everybody's got to say goodnight to Ricky, or he's not going to leave. I'm just kidding. Everybody's got to say hi. Everybody's got to say goodnight, Ricky. Come on, everybody. Everybody at one time. Good night, Ricky. We love you, bro. You know he's sensitive, guys. Come on. Love the Rick. That's right. We love you, Richard. We love you, Richard the Photon. Oh, man. Oh, okay. John Harvey 836 at gmail.com. Hey, Eric, will you write that down and message it to me, please? And then what I'll do is I'll send you an email, Red Wolf, and then you respond with your address, with where you want it sent. Definitely, Ricky. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. We all love you, man. We'll see you tomorrow night in the Pilot's Lounge, hopefully. Eric, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that, man. Weavin', you're one of the ones that should have my phone number, and you don't, man. I'll make sure that I get that to you somehow. Leave your email address with like Eric or something. That way I can give you my phone number. And Ryan, I can always message you through Patreon, and I'll give you my number as well. What do we got here? Harvey John 836 at gmail.com. Okay, all right, awesome. Red Wolf, Eric's writing that down right now, and he's gonna send it to me in an email, and then I'll email you, and then as a response to that email, write me back your address. That way I can get that sent to you. Yeah, time. Yes, Weavin', yes. Definitely all my fellow battle buddies, man. We definitely should have each other's phone numbers. Eric Quinn, what's going on, man? Same Jets? Yeah, man, same Jets. I didn't get anything new this month, you guys, with vacation and everything else going on. I just wasn't really going to have the time. I have so many planes that I have to maiden. The last thing that I need right now is a new plane to maiden. So, yeah, guys, we did the Intruder last week. It was supposed to be the Sabre this week, but we were on vacation. So I'm going out tomorrow. We're going to maiden the Sabre. We'll probably put 2 or 3 flights on it. And then after that, I'm not sure which one we're going to do, you guys. I would like to do the F-15, to be honest with you. I have an awesome high output battery. It's like 135C or something like that. It's a 5500 or 5400 or something like that. It's a brick. And I bought that battery specifically for the F-15. So I'm probably going to take the F-15 out next, you guys. We still have that Sky Sword to do back there. We still have the Flex Jet we have to do, you guys. I definitely want to get a couple of more flights on the 262 as well this summer. I wanted to fly the Scorpion again. There's just so many planes that I have here to fly, you guys. And then the big dog, I got the big, giant Hangar 9 P-51 sitting over in the corner that I have a new carburetor for. And that needs to be done, or I'm just going to end up selling it. I need to get that thing. I need to get out and fly that thing, or I'm just going to end up selling it. I don't know what possessed me to buy a gas plane in the first place. I think it was just because I wanted the challenge of knowing that I could do it. And I put that son of a bitch together pretty good, you guys. I did a pretty good job putting it together. It's a solid aircraft. Dave's RC style, man. I put a twin engine on the front of that thing. It actually comes right out the front of it. It's it kind of looks like Frankenstein with his two little things, his electrodes coming out of his neck. So I nicknamed the P-51. I call it the Frankenstein. So when I finally start to get some decals on it, yeah, the bolts in the neck. Yeah, there it is, bolt neck. Yeah, his connectors, his bolts. Yeah. That's kind of what the front of this plane looks like when the twin engines are sticking out of the side of the frame of the plane. So I nicknamed the plane the Frankenstein, and I had some ideas for some graphics that I wanted to put on it, but I wanted Frankenstein on the plane somewhere. I honestly wanted to put Frankenstein on the plane somewhere, or have his face kind of like the front of the nose of the plane looking down at it. If you're looking down at the nose of the plane, I wanted to have like maybe his face there, and then where his neck is, there's the two cylinders coming out for his neck, for his bolts. I've had some decent ideas with it. The problem is I keep buying new planes, you guys. Yeah, and the Beast. Love RC. Yes, you're right. Absolutely right. The Beast. I still have the Beast to do. And if I keep buying all these planes and I don't get out and fly them, first off, I'm taking away from you guys. You guys, you know, a lot of you guys watch the channel, not just for Tow the Line, but, you know, to watch me fly some of these planes, which is cool, man, because I consider myself a beginner pilot, and I'm out there throwing jets around in the sky, you know, with ease, pretty much. Not with ease. I wouldn't say it's with ease. I would say it's with comfortability. And typically you don't find somebody as novice as myself out there throwing jets around like this. I mean, that's just not, that's not what people do. People don't fly jets like these when you're so green. But like I said, you guys all know I learned on jets, so it's pretty much all I know. I actually have more of a hard time flying prop planes because of that, because I started out flying jets. And yes, Mary Boozer, the Flex Jet. The Flex Jet. I promised the Flex Jet. I don't want to put out a specific order right now. The F-22 is going to be like the finale, man. That's going to be like one of the last ones that I fly. Just because I want to learn a little bit more about it before I fly it. I haven't set it up with throws or anything yet. I haven't done anything yet. I haven't CG'd it. I have done nothing with it except for put a receiver in it, a battery. It's all ready to go and be set up, but it's not set up yet. The Flex Jet, on the other hand, unfortunately, you guys, if I don't get the Spektrum radio before I fly it for the first time, I'm going to bypass the Aurora, and I'm going to plug everything into my receiver and gyro combination. I'll remember to mark everything so I know where to plug it back into the Aurora. But I'm going to plug it directly into my receiver and into my gyro, and I'm going to fly it that way just until I get a Spektrum radio, and then I'll plug the Aurora system back in and hook it up through the Spektrum radio. So that's my plan for now, because it is going to be one of the next planes that I get out in Maiden. The Sky Sword, the tail on the Sky Sword right here, guys. This part right here on the Sky Sword, the horizontal stabilizer. It's not screwing on, you guys. I don't know what I have to do to get this thing screwed on. I've got the servo wires out of the way. I've got all that out of the way. I have it set down. I can feel the screws catching, but they're not tightening, you guys. They're not tightening. It feels like they're tightening, but they're not tightening. And then I go to pull up on the horizontal, and it lifts up still. So I'm like at a loss with that thing right now until I have some patience to deal with it. It's just going to stay there for now. I've had it off the wall twice, trying to address that issue, and I have no idea what the hell is going on with it. I have no idea. I was at a loss, and I just put it up. To hell with it for now. I'll get back to it later. Kyle designed some new shirts. That's another thing I wanted to mention to you guys. Kyle designed some new shirts so those of you guys that actually are getting shirts, we're going to be getting some new shirts in at the beginning of the month. So if you want to hold off and check out the new designs that we have, you guys will be the first people in line to get the new designs. Red Wolf, I already have yours set. You're getting the 2 shirts that I promised you that you were going to get. These 2 right here. You're getting these 2 right here, but not exactly those 2. Those shirts right there are for show purposes only. They're there for display only. Your shirts are sitting over here, and But those are the two you're getting. You're getting the new one, and then you're getting that winter one just because I had one extra laying around. So what do we got going on? I promised I would pay attention to the chat a little bit more. Put glue in the hole and put the screws in it. Eric, yeah, that's that. You know what? That's exactly what I was thinking about doing. I was just going to glue the damn thing on. But not so much that if I ever had to take it off, that I could pull it apart semi-easily without wrecking the foam too much. I was just thinking about gluing the front and then the back. You know what I mean? So it's just on there. I have no idea why the screws aren't working. They're lined up. I can feel them. They're actually in there, but they're just not screwing any further down. So yeah, I'm finished with that plane for right now, and it kind of pees me off because I'm watching Victor Shameless. He's out there rocking that thing around like nothing, and it looks so fun. And I have 2 batteries, brand new, that I bought specifically for that plane, and it's ready to go, man. It already has a receiver in it and a gyro in it. It's ready to go. I just have to get that tail fixed and get that tail settled down and fly it. That's all. But yeah, the F-15 is going to be next after the Sabre, guys. We're going to have some fun with the Sabre this weekend. Then we're going to take out the F-15 and we're going to get it ready. I was just watching Michael's video on battery placement with the old 5000. He likes his a little aft. He likes to, actually a lot aft. He likes to put his back pretty far. And he says some guys were actually putting it back even further than that in the video he was saying. So I'm going to start out at the spot that Michael has his because he was doing some real nice slow flights with it. And he was landing and then taking off and landing and taking off. He was doing a really, really nice job with it. Ryan was doing an awesome job filming. So that was a really good video. Very informational for somebody that's actually going to go fly that F-15. And so I watched that video again, knowing that that was probably going to be the next plane that I flew for you guys. Yeah, I've got everything all set. I'm going to be flying a slightly heavier pack than what Mike was flying in his. I think he was flying his on a 5000. If I'm not mistaken, he was flying a 5000, one of the old Admiral 5000s. Either 40 or 50C. I'm not sure which one it was. But the one that I have for it, it's a higher C rating, and it's like a 5400. I think it's a 5400. I think it's a 5400, you guys. Let me check. Oh, there it is, guys. Here it is. This is the one that I got for the F-15, you guys. It's a 5400. It's a this is one of their like high output batteries. So if Admiral has the regular and then Admiral Pro, this would be Turnigy's like Pro, I think. Yeah, this would be like Turnigy's Pro. It's a 6S, high voltage LiPo. It's a 65C, but 130C burst. 130C, guys. That's crazy. So, but the only issue with it that I found is that it's a brick. Look how thick that thing is, guys. I mean, that's thick. It's almost the size of like an 8S battery would be. That's pretty much the thickness of it. But it's brand new, never been used. I've never discharged this. I charged it up and then discharged it a little bit on the charger. But that's what I do with most of my batteries. But I'm curious to see what it does. I'm really curious to see what it does. The bolt is powerful, but they don't last, sadly. Oh, Victor, I didn't want to hear that, man. Shit, are you serious? So you've dealt with them before, Victor? Yeah, obviously you've dealt with them before. Shit, that's unfortunate. I think I'll talk to Victor next time before I start buying batteries. But for the most part, I just got the regular Turnigy batteries, which I had a few of those in the past, and they're pretty nice. Yes, Pilot Ryan, you're absolutely right. And I told myself the next time that I buy battery packs, I'm buying RC Jetworks battery packs. That's it. No questions asked. No ifs, ands, whats, or buts. I've just watched too many videos lately, not including yourself, and how much you guys praise these batteries. I think he's one of the owners that you were sitting down with at the field when you did your podcast out at the event. you were sitting down with one of the RC Jetwork partners, and he was saying how he left his charge for like 4 or 5 days and then went out and flew it, and it was just as good. I mean, I know that he's the owner of the company and he's trying to promote his business the best he can. But then when you have advocations of people like yourselves saying, yes, it's definitely, that's the way it is. I mean, how can you go wrong? I mean, how can you go wrong when you got, 5, 6, 7 pilots online and on YouTube saying the same exact thing about the batteries? They're not getting paid to say that. These are true statements by pilots who have dealt with, a fair share of variety of batteries in their careers. So that's a shame to hear that this Bolt is not the greatest. That for the price that I paid for it, I probably could have gotten an RC Jetworks battery for sure. But yeah, I told myself the next time that I get batteries, well, Roaring Top. Now, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Roaring Top and RC Jetworks, don't they get their batteries through the same vendor or maker or supplier? They're just different names. I guess what I'm asking is, it the same? Is it the same maker? Or is it the same? Are they coming from the same place? They are different companies, though. Okay, so that answers my question. Okay, so they're different companies. What about Florian? What is that, Red Wolf? What is that? What are you talking about? Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, Bobby's Hobbies. You guys listen. Bobby, I feel the same way, bro. I feel the same way. They're all made in the same place. They just put different stickers on them. I'm a firm believer. I have this feeling inside of me that that's just the way it is. But not true. Ryan says not true. But hey, listen to me for a second. Ryan's going to protest. He has to. He has to. Craft King's gonna join Ryan on the not truth. No, I'm just messing with you guys. I mean, yeah, he said it's half true, you guys, half true. He says, so the stickers are all manufactured at one company, but the batteries are made at different companies. But the stickers that go on the batteries, all the same company. That's too much. You guys are too much, man. You guys are funny. But yeah, so yeah, guys, I gotta put this intruder back on the wall. We finally got it fixed. I just had to glue that front retract back in. I tell you what, man, it was like 3 dots of glue, like literally 3 dots of glue holding that retract in the front. It was like, can you spare some glue, Free Wing? But I got it put back on there nicely. It's fine. It's good. It's good to go. It's ready to go. But it's time to move on to the Saber. I need to get that Saber done and out of the way. We got to start making some flight videos here for you guys, man. I mean, that's what this channel was supposed to be from the very beginning. I was supposed to buy a plane, put it together for you guys, do an after build video, not so much a build video, but an after build video, a finished build video, tell you guys what I thought about it, and then and then get the thing out and start flying it and doing some flight videos on it from a novice pilot's point of view. That was the whole point. I mean, obviously, the more and more I fly these things, the more and more less of a novice I am, but for the most part, I still consider myself a novice pilot, and that's the demographic that I'm trying to grab. I'm trying to grab all those guys out there that fly props and they're scared to get into flying jets. If I can do it, anyone can do it, you guys. That's just the bold truth of it all. If I can go out and fly these EDF jets, every one of you guys can go out there and fly one of these EDF jets, and that's my point. That's the point I wanted to try to make from the very beginning, and that's the point that I still make today. You don't have to be intimidated by these things. These things are not intimidating whatsoever. Like I said, the only intimidating part of flying one of these jets around is it goes out of control and it hits someone or something or someone's personal property. That's the only thing that I fear about flying these planes. That's it in a nutshell, guys. If I can fly these planes, anyone out there can fly these planes, and that's what I'm trying to put across for a message. And then give you my opinion of it. What did I think from a novice's point of view? What do I think? Because then you guys that are good jet pilots and you haven't gotten that plane yet, or you haven't flown that plane yet, and you're hearing a novice talk about how it felt and how it feels in the air, it's going to make more sense to you guys. And that's kind of like that was my approach from the beginning. I have gotten better at flying. I mean, that was just like, that's part of the territory, I guess. There's only so many times you can fly these things before you actually start improving. And I have gotten better. But that comes with the territory. So that's my point, guys. And the one thing that this channel has really been lacking on lately is, you know, we do the builds, we do the after build videos, and then we hang them up on the wall. Well, Dave, what about the maiden? What about the novice's opinion? You know, what about all that? And that's what I've been taking away from you guys the last couple of years, and that's what I want to start giving back to you guys, because you guys deserve that. You guys deserve more than just toe the line and me up here blabbing for an hour, hour and a half. You guys deserve those flight videos, and that's what I wanted to do this summer. Me and Tyler, we're going to be wrecking it this summer. We're going to be going out, and we're going to be flying quite a bit. Eventually, I would like to get Tyler flying one of these planes off the ground. He's completely scared to do it. He shouldn't be. He's a good pilot. I know he can do it. He knows he can do it too. It's just something different. It's different. It's not me tossing it in the air like it has been for over 200 or 300 flights for him. It's me throwing it in the air. He flies it around. He lands it. It's not the same. And when something's different to Tyler, when something gets changed to Tyler, he gets fearful of it. He can fly the pants off these planes at my flying field, but as soon as I take him up to the AMA field, he is really nervous to fly there because things look different. Still got the same amount of airspace. You still have the same flight patterns. You can still fly the same patterns, but for some reason, because it looks different there, he's nervous. It makes him nervous. And that, yeah, Brian, that's what I told him. I said, you'll get used to it, man. And, you know, I just want to get him over the hump. I want him, to be honest with you, I would like him to fly this Intruder first, because this was actually one of the easier planes that I've actually been able to fly off the ground. It handled the grass pretty well for what it is with the trunnions instead of the trailing links. It actually handled the grass real well. It came off the grass real well. This is actually a very nice plane. This is a very nice plane to start with, as far as give him a 70mm Hawk, take it off and give him the controls and then walk away. Haha, Bobby. Bob, you're right. He has to land someday, right? Hey, Bobby, that's a good idea, man. I'm going to be like, oh, Tyler. Oh, man, Tyler, hurry up. Take it. I got something in my eye, man. Oh, hurry, Tyler. Take it. Take it. What's he going to do? Say no? He's going to take that radio. He will, because he's Tyler, and he will. Hopefully he's not watching right now. Tyler, you better not be watching right now. And don't watch this replay either. Bobby, that's a good one, man. That's funny. That's a good one. That's definitely something. That's something that's can be arranged. But guys, let me check the chat one more time here. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Ryan, you're the man, dude. You know, I can't ask for a better person in here, man. You know, you come in, you stay to the end. That's awesome, man. I really appreciate the support that I get from you. I'm sure Mary Boozer does as well. We all definitely enjoy having you in here, and enjoy having you as a friend as well, man. You shut your face, man. You shut your face, man. Stick it, monkey pants. Stick it, monkey pants. But yeah, man, don't get teary-eyed. We love you. You have no idea how eye-opening you are for the community. Everything that you do for the community, everything that you've done, everything that I've seen you do in your work and your history of Motion RC and stuff like that, it piques my interest, and everyone else in here will probably say the same thing. We appreciate what you do, man, and you definitely have, I'm probably not speaking for myself, but you definitely have my support, and 90% of everyone else's in here support as well, man. I can't wait for the show tomorrow. Cannot wait for the show tomorrow. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Mary Boozer, the same with you, man. I know you're pretty new to the game, but you're already beating me in freaking subscribers, man. I've been doing this since 2016. You've been doing it for 10 months now, and you're laying the wood down, bro. You are laying down the wood. We definitely appreciate your support as well, bro. Who is Ryan? RC Weaving. Stop it. Stop. Who is Who is Ryan? He says. Who's this Ryan guy you're speaking of? Oh man, that's messed up. That's funny. But yeah, man. Mary Boozer, we appreciate it, man. Boozer's always throwing the wood, he says, bro. Laying it down. Boom, 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 boom. Hammering in with nails, bro. Pilot who? Pilot who? Oh, man. Who is Boozer? Oh, God, I hope that's not one of your subscribers. Mary Boozer. Well, unless you've been under a rock lately, dude, Mary Boozer is probably one of the fastest growing RC channels right now on YouTube. And if you haven't seen his channel, trust me, you're missing out. You need to get over and check him and his father out, Papa Boozer. They have a wonderful show going. They are kicking my ass, a 4-year veteran, and they are smashing my ass into the ground with the subscribers that they're getting. I think they're about 32 or 33 subscribers away from being able to do everything and anything and everything that a YouTube channel will allow you to do. You get your super chats then. You also get the ability to live stream from your phone, which was just ripped away from me. Like, I had it before I got suspended, and then I came off of my suspension from YouTube or live streaming, and boom, it was gone. It was like, we're taking it away. And that really, really, really sucked because I should have been grandfathered into that. I have so many videos. I have like 4 or 5 live stream videos that I've done from my phone. I think that the people that were here already and had subscribers and had already used the format, I believe that those guys should have been grandfathered in and been able to keep the live streaming from their phone, because that was a big part of what I did on my channel, especially for maidens. I would live stream those out at my flying field, and it kind of sucks that they took that away from me. But I will get them back as soon as I get to 1,000 subscribers, guys. So you guys, any videos that I put up, please like, subscribe, and share them. Please share them. I don't care where you share them, Instagram, Facebook, I don't care. Share the videos. That way we can get these subscribers up. I would definitely like to start, not even for the super chats. I couldn't even care about that. I don't care. I just want to be able to live stream from my phone again. That was huge when they took that away from me. I had to go out and buy a freaking expensive computer, laptop, and camera and all this crazy shit just to be able to live stream from my room, from my RC room, when it was so much easier to just go to my app on my phone and live stream from my phone. So, what did he say? Just send it to me. What did Wes say? What's Wes? Used to be youtube.com, Mary Boozer. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Wes put up his link to his YouTube channel. You guys go ahead and check that out. Pilot Ryan, you want to leave your link up there as well? That way, operations are standing by the Pilot Ryan's YouTube, studio, and strategies. No. I love it. I love it. No, he says. No, I don't want to. That's awesome, you guys. You guys are freaking awesome, man. And not to mention, you guys that are new in here, and you guys like, there's a couple of new names that I see in here. Bobby's Hobbies. I'm not sure if you've actually been in on a live stream before. You guys, this is one of the best RC communities that you can be a part of. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Ryan says just click his name up here, and the magic will happen. The magic will happen. This is by far probably the best community of RCers, pilots. I mean, it's not just RC planes. There's Eric Rogers. He does cars. Shadow Ops RC. Jeff's Custom. He's a newer guy coming up. It's just, this is a really good community to be a part of, you guys. If you want to be a part of a fun community with a lot of information pools, with a lot of strategies, that a lot of different places where you can gather information and make your RC piloting experience the best that it possibly can be, this is the community for you. This is it. This is where you guys need to be. You guys will eventually all be hanger rats, whether you like it or not. You guys will all be sticking monkey pantsing. You guys will all be peacing out, because that's what we do here, guys. That's what we do. That's what we do in this community. And Mary Boozer, he does his little thing where he goes on the screen, like the little Batman thing, and that's Mary Boozer's thing. But yeah, guys, it's a lot of fun. This is a really, really, really great group of people to associate yourself with. It's always good vibes, and that's what this experience for everyone should be. There should be no hate, no haters. We don't deal with haters. We don't do haters. We help everyone. We appreciate everyone. I appreciate you guys. It's getting late, guys. Once again, I thank everyone that's been out there helping me evolve. Eric, I appreciate your help as well, man. You know, you're a pretty good source of information yourself, man. But yeah, guys, I'm not doing shout outs tonight. You guys know who you are. You know I love you guys, everyone in here. Yeah, we're gonna punch out for the night, guys. Ryan, I appreciate you staying till the end. Bobby's Hobby, welcome. Like and subscribe, and definitely join us tomorrow night at the Pilots Lounge, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Ryan's gonna be doing more F-18 flights tomorrow. Can't wait to see that. So there should be a lot of videos going up tomorrow, guys. That's gonna be a good day for videos, you guys. So Dennis Farley, how you doing, sir? I did not. I think I maybe saw your name once or twice. You're being quiet tonight, aren't you? You're being quiet tonight, aren't you, Dennis? Dennis, love you too, man. Barry, peace to you too, brother. RC Weavin, Eric Rogers, Shadow Up RC, you guys. Reckham Roy's RC, you guys check him out. He's up and coming as well. Make sure you get over there and check his channel out. Give him some. You could, if you could subscribe to his channel for me, that would be great. Please and thank you. We support everyone here, you guys. It doesn't matter who you are, new channel coming up or an old channel that has been around for years. We don't care. We will support you. We will try to get you guys as many subscribers as we can. Bobby's Hobbies. Do you have a channel yourself, bro? So, hey, guys, everybody in here, please get over and check out Bobby's Hobbies. Give him a subscription for me, guys. I'm going to go over and subscribe to his channel as we speak. When I'm getting out of here, I'm going to go right on my phone, and I'm going to go. Is that your channel's name? That's your channel name, Bobby's Hobby? That's it, right? That has to be it, right? That is what it is, right? That's it, Bobby's Hobbies. Yeah, because we're on YouTube. That's his YouTube name. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, guys. That's it. I'm out of here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stick 'em monkey pants. Dave's RC out of here, guys. A big peace to everyone. I will see you at the Pilots Lounge tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.